Welcome back to Hey Kentucky. ESPN's College GameDay will broadcast from here in Lexington tomorrow at 11 a.m. ahead of the SEC Big 12 Challenge. We sent up-and-coming personality Maggie Davis to give us a preview with some of the folks who are already in town.
Hey Kentucky, it's Maggie Davis and it's almost College Game Day. The ESPN crew is in Lexington for the Kentucky-Kansas game tomorrow night. Here's what they had to say about that big matchup.
It's one of the great games that we have every year is Kansas-Kentucky, and whether it's in the Champions Classic or in the Big 12 SEC, it's an awesome matchup. I mean, it's two of the winningest programs in the history of the game. So you don't have to sell this when it sells itself.
The more marquee matchups we can create, whether it's within a league, whether it's between leagues, it's better for our sport. It's better for college basketball.
Being in Rupp, we'll always, for our game day operation, this will always be unforgettable because in 2010 there were 22,000 people in this building for a TV show. I mean, that's hard to. Where else do you get that? I mean, nowhere.
The passion, the energy, the ownership. I mean, look. As Cal would say, you're all crazy. I mean, like, how many people are here? Like, we go all over the country. We never see anything like this, and that's what makes Kentucky, Kentucky. I mean, you've had 5 different coaches win national championships here. I mean, so it's about the program, and it's the people's program. And one thing about Kentucky, this is the state's program. It's the people's program, and I think that's what makes it different here. Dotson and Ashton Hagans is going to be a fun matchup to watch. I think the other matchup to watch is going to be PJ's matchup. That's going to be a really interesting thing.
The last time I saw Kentucky in person was at Alabama, and they're way better now than they were then. They're better defensively. I think they're better offensively too. Tyler Hero is a much better player than he was a month ago. So I think they're on an upswing.
You talked about this team's defensive improvements. Ashton Hagans has been a big part of that. What does Kentucky need out of him tomorrow to do well?
The same thing he's been doing is pressuring the ball and being disruptive. I mean, what Ashton Hagans does is he makes the opposing point guard think more about him than about running their offense. And when that happens, it makes Kentucky's defense better.
If Ashton can pressure the ball and not get beat, which is the most important thing, he can't get caught on the side of these guys. So he's got to be able to pressure the ball, keep it in front, and obviously he doesn't defend, he disrupts. After Duke, the obituary was written. It was a tad bit premature, obviously, but they didn't play well the first 2 weeks after that. Then they got the win against Louisville, they got the win against Carolina. They took steps towards becoming a better, the team that he envisioned them to be, although they were different. This is the next step.
I don't think what we do is necessarily making these pronouncements of what's going to happen. Like, I know Kentucky's going to be a different team in a month than they are now, and as long as everybody stays healthy. So when you give an assessment of, okay, this is where the team is now, it's not like you're saying, okay, and that's it. That's the end of the growth. That's never been the case, especially here. This is the next test, but tomorrow is not a final exam. It's just the next test.
And if you want to join in on the game day fun, head out to Rupp Arena tomorrow morning. Doors open at 9 a.m. and the live show will begin at 11. Come out and support your Cats, and I'll see you there. Matt, back to you.
Thanks to Maggie and all the folks here in Lexington. Should be a fun day.